Hey guys, welcome to another video here on my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Lakia and welcome to the Chaotic Critic family. For my returning subscribers, welcome back. Here on my channel, I share planning and organizational videos, plus so much more over on my blog, chaoticcritic.com. The link is always in the description box. The whole premise of my channel is to share with you guys how I'm crushing the chaos in my life with hopes that you'll be inspired and encouraged to crush the chaos in yours. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I'm keeping up with all the things in the midst of this coronavirus pandemic. So when it comes to how I am keeping track of things on the home front, I created a household inventory list. And I have a video on this. And then I also have my spring cleaning list that I'm working through. There's no definitive date on when I'm going to be finishing all this stuff, but deep cleaning and disinfecting is always on my mind. So I'm working through little by little. I also completed a major project this past weekend, which was cleaning out my freezers. And that, I just love looking at it now. It was so satisfying just getting it done. And I have a video on that I'll link below as well. So that's that. I live with my 88-year-old grandmother. I always want to make sure that she's good and making sure that the house where she is pretty much in more than I am, I just want to make sure that she's comfortable and that she's good and that we have things to eat, drinks, all that. If we do come to a point where we cannot leave, I want to make sure that we have a stockpile for that. The other thing that I'm keeping up with is working. I am very fortunate to not be in a situation like many of my friends that have been losing their employment because of this. I also think of my family that is working even more. I have family members that work in the medical field. My brother works at a grocery store. His hours were increased and he was given a raise on top of that with everything going on. My dad is a letter carrier, so he's still working, and I'm a nanny. That is where my main source of income comes in. And each week we decided that if things get worse, then I will stay home. But right now, I feel comfortable, they feel comfortable enough for me to still come in, and that is what we're going with. But it is going to be a week-by-week case with that, and it's something that we'll discuss at the end of the week or over the weekend, whichever, doesn't really matter. But it will be a week-by-week thing. So I went from working 25 hours a week in the afternoons to now working 40 hours, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and I am not only just hanging out with kiddos ages 10 and 6, but I am homeschooling a 10-year-old in the 4th grade. So I wasn't shocked when schools were closed, and I know a lot of people do not have curriculum provided by their schools. The district that the kiddos I watch live in, they provided curriculum. So she has work that she does from 10 to 3 every day. She does have a break in between, but it's a lot. It's a lot to do. I think back to when I was doing my master's program in comparison to undergrad and what I know normally as school in a traditional classroom. Online schooling in general is more disciplined, it is harder, and it is more work. You do not have access to the teacher as you would in a classroom. So I'm thankful to be able to help her and to be able to make things easier for her that she may not understand. Her teacher is only available for a limited amount of time. And of course, as you would in a traditional classroom, it's other students that he has to deal with. He's also a parent, so he's homeschooling himself, and he's also teaching and putting the curriculum on a daily basis. So shout out to all the teachers and to everyone that is dealing with this and coping with it. And it's a lot of trial and error, but we'll get through this. We will get through this. So I mentioned in my household inventory video that your planner, if you do use a planner, the productivity tool that you use needs to reflect the changes in your life. It needs to match those lifestyle changes. So I had cleaned out my planner because there was a lot in here that was just not of use to me. So I cleaned it out, and then I also needed a location to where I could keep track of her homeschool work, keep track of all the little freelance odds and ends notes that I need to keep in here. I didn't want to make it a part of my permanent planner system, but I wanted to be able to put it inside of here and bring it with me on the go. So this is actually a Dollar Tree notebook, well, notepad, and I just pimped it out. Put photo paper and wall decals. I do have a video on this, so I'll link that below. So her homeschool stuff is in Google Classroom. Everything is divided into classes. She has math, making meaning, which is current events, writing, social studies, Spanish, which her teacher is doing through Duolingo, tech, music. Her gym teacher just put stuff up. Her art teacher put stuff up. And that's about it. So we created a schedule last week. I sat down with her and asked her, how does she want to break up her work? So we decided that it's going to be an easy and a harder assignment. And a harder assignment would be a writing assignment that she has to do because it takes a little bit more time. And plus, to go from one writing assignment to another one, it breaks it up and gives her mind a little bit of a break. So we're doing math and writing in the morning, and then she'll break for lunch, and then she'll do like the current events and social studies, which is based in her textbook. She has to read it, and then she has to answer questions at the end of each section. So with the papers, everything is uploaded in a Google Doc and she turns it in. Her math is through clever.com. And then her making meaning and all the other articles and stuff that she reads, her teacher will upload the article in a PDF, and then he'll do a Google form for a quiz and questions to answer based on the article. Her art teacher, the assignments from like her other specials, her gym teacher uploaded videos of things that they can do and left a log for them to fill in. So that was new this week. And then her tech teacher has them doing different kinds of papers and stuff. It's not really tech to me what she's doing, but whatever. Her Spanish teacher, as I mentioned, is doing Duolingo, but she also uploads other things for them to do as well. But I love Duolingo myself, so that's really, really cool. So that's just kind of the stuff that she has going on as far as what the curriculum of a fourth grader is doing. So I first I tested out writing out her assignments. So as you can see, from 10 to 12 here, she was doing her math and making meaning. Then she had lunch, and then from 12:30 to 2, she was doing her writing paper, and then she had social studies. And then after she was done with that, she did her Duolingo. She had an article to read for tech. She had some 2-paragraph thing to write for her music class and a whole bunch of other stuff. This actually I need to look into because that's for her tech class. So this is not something that I wanted to do every single day, as in writing down her assignments. It's in Google Classroom. It's no big deal. I can reference it. I have access to the Google Classroom on my computer. And when she's doing her work and other subjects, I go back and like check her papers and stuff, and then I go over it with her. So that's been working out. But as far as keeping tabs, she really, really liked this tracker that I made. So I saw this on Onika Planned It on Instagram. She herself is an educator, but I saw her doing this for, I believe it was like, it was a tracker for like the stuff she needed to get done for her different classes. And I decided to break it up in subjects, and this is the easiest tracker ever. No stickers, no nothing cute. So I just put 5 dots for Monday through Friday. And then the same thing for making meeting, her writing, social studies, Spanish. And I put in the days that she would have these specials. And the only other thing that I will have to add in is gym. I'm also not writing on the back of the pages. I would use the back of this page to write down any important dates that I would need to reference for any major due dates she has. But just continuing on writing in, so I could actually put her gym stuff up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That easy. She did do that. Today, I don't even go in and bother. And then she has a daily log that she needs to fill out. I don't even go in and bother to write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The 5 dots already signal that to me. I do write in what section she is working in on math. She has a paper due on Tuesday about Mars. She has some video that she needs to write in Spanish. Her teacher is meeting with her on Tuesday, well, tomorrow, as you guys are seeing this today, on at 11 a.m. And then she had to read to page 95 in a book. And then her tech teacher put a Google Meet for Wednesday. So those are the kind of things that I fill in. And again, if I need to put anything else, I will just add it into this space here. But this tracker, she really, really liked it. She can see what she has to do at a glance. And it kind of gives her, and I wrote it in that order of the schedule that I had here. And it's just easy to keep up that way. I'm thankful in homeschooling her, helping her with that I didn't have to come up with the curriculum, that it's already there. It's just really keeping her on track. Both of her parents are still working. So they don't really have the flexibility to sit down and do this with her. So I'm thankful that I'm able to help and that she's still learning, and I try to make it as fun as possible. But some things are more fun than others. Not everything is interesting, but the teachers are doing a phenomenal job at keeping all this together, so I commend them. But that is how I'm keeping up with everything. I just have this notebook here, and then I put it inside of my planner. I have my mild liner. Is this my good one? Yeah. I found another mild liner, my original one. So that's that. But I just keep that there, my pen. And then this here, I'm able to still close. And I put this in my bag. As for what I carry on a daily basis, I still bring my food and my snacks. I'm a snacker. I love my snacks, but I've been kind of weaning off the junk food and sticking with fruit. So that's that. I bring that in my lunch bag, and then my actual bag, I bring my computer, my iPad, and my planner. Sometimes I'll bring my fun planner depending on what I have going on, but primarily it's just my planner, my computer, and my iPad. So that is how I'm keeping up with everything. Would love to hear from you guys. What are you doing? How are you coping? Let me know down in the comments section below. Feel free to leave any other questions or suggestions you may have there as well. Be sure to check out all the links in the description box, which will have links to the blog and Instagram, and of course related videos. The blog is chaoticcritic.com. My Instagram is @chaoticcritic. If you're not subscribed to the Chaotic Critic fam, what are you waiting for? Would love to have you join us. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And for each and every one of you that are, I thank you. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.